It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now it's Jackson. Finds Roberts left side. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28. Here's Goff. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
We got 4.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 44, Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Goff now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's go. Brown.
Goff now looks to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Out of the gun. Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 1st down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it off for his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To the air again. Goff. That's going to be caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 2nd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw again. Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to launch this thing. Wait. It got his man. Complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 84 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Hey, Haywood!
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 1st down, it's Goff. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Forced out to his left. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. 25 yards for the touchdown, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
1
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matt Judon able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Look, 180. Hey.
On first down, gone. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Rams.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
We got 4 down.
Back to throw, Goff. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Heavy. Watch the backfield.
Here's Gall. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Cut. 20.
Now it's gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Judon in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think the 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 65. 65.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson over the middle here to Brown. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 77 yards, and the Ravens will add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Tonight, 180. Watch time. Tight end right. We got 4. We got 5.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's easy work, and it's coming.
And that's one of the reasons you like the blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They are going for it. Goff. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Being chased out left. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing is Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll look to run with Ingram. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it?
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram taking it in. And the Ravens add on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 14-yard line. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Play action. It's gone. And he's going to go down again. Matt Judon make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a third and long.
4 down, 4 down.
From the end zone, Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. The Rams going for it on fourth. Goff. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Matt Judon. Thank goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin first and goal already at the 5-yard line. And the failure on fourth down on the other side leads immediately to a first and goal. Jackson, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Golf will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 22. A shotgun snap for Gone. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Matt Judon in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. This is Ingram on first and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Mike, check.
Throwing on second and 14. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still significant.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tonight, 180.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now gone. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff now to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Oh, the return is Irvin. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Let's go! 6-yard. Ball trot. Let's get that ball right here. Mike, check. 59. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of run.
That's caught at the 25. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
I got you.
From the gun, Jackson. The quick slant caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Tonight, right 20. Watch tight end. Everyone's got 4 down.
Now a 1st down throw, gone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Brandon Carr on the coverage there. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down.
Gone. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
180. Single. I got a single in the slot.
On 1st and 10, gone. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Gone. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gott. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.